everybody who watches this show, or almost everybody who watches this show, knows we start with memorabilia. This is not a real ticket. This is a replica ticket from the 1959 World Series Game 5. See that? It's really a thick piece of brick almost, not quite. But these were given to us by Michelangelo, team historian. My brother Lynn and I both got one of these. And these used to sit on our desks at our old office. But that's pretty cool. Just I'd show that we found that today. I haven't seen that in a real long time. All right, you know who you are. I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's start the countdown for the show. Let's do it. They're not. No.
For Dodger
But they're not playing today. Today's Monday. No, today's Sunday, the 29th of March, 2026. Our last show was the 25th, so we're doing them between series again. This time we got a lot of days off at the beginning of this year, so we're doing them during the off days, hopefully. Anyway, come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. In the news, the Dodgers cleaned out the D-backs with a 3-game broom job in their first series of the season, and that's something to cheer about. Yeah. I'll just give you a quick rundown. In Game 1, Andy Pajes hit a go-ahead 3-run job in the 5th. You know what? We should hear that one. Let's hear it.
Now Andy Pajes. In the air left field. Way back, and the Dodgers take the lead.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. Anyway, 3-run job in the 5th. The Dodgers came from behind to start the season, beating the D-backs 8-2. Way to start it. And that was the game where they hoisted the 2025 championship banner in center field, so that was cool. And in Game 2, Kyle Tucker singled in the go-ahead run in the 8th, carrying the Dodgers over the D-backs 5-4 on Friday night. In Game 3, Will Smith on his birthday and his bobblehead night. That's a double whammy right there. And he had a 2-run job with 2 outs in the 8th inning on his 31st birthday to lift the Dodgers to a 3-2 comeback from behind win again over the D-backs. All 3 games were come from behind jobs, and we beat the D-backs in. Here's that home run by Smith.
Will Smith, deep to left center. Lawler is not going to get to this one. Right back at it. On opening day, Will Smith, the World Series hero.
Yeah, how about that?
Short arms, Clayton.
I like it.
Change it right into that down-in spot. That's tough.
Yeah, that was great. Anyway, it was a great job, and Will Smith did it. And hey, we played 3 games, and the team is 3-0. And like I've been saying all week, we're going to go 162 this season. So far, so good. All right, injury report. This is serious business here. We got to get this rolling because I want to try and make this a Bobby K show. He likes me to make him short, right, Bobby? Shout out to Bobby. Okay, injury report. Kike Hernandez is recovering from that left elbow surgery, expected back in late May, not really earlier than that. That's why we need these other guys, because Edman's still out too. So we need all these other guys that are playing, Espinal and everybody. We need these guys. All right, he underwent surgery in November. Kike did it. He began hitting on the field in late March, keeping on track to be activated from the IL once he's eligible. So hopefully they're looking for late May for Kike. Remember Brock Stewart? He injured himself in September. Right shoulder surgery is what he had. Expected to return maybe April, but probably early May. His status right now is he faced hitters for the first time on March 27th. It's a couple days ago. He's going to throw at least one more live bullpen session on March 31st, after which he could begin a rehab assignment. When that's good news for us and Brock Stewart. And finally, the guy I want to know about, Bobby Miller. Remember him? Right shoulder soreness. He's expected to return late May at the earliest. He dealt with shoulder soreness during the spring training time this year. He progressed to throwing off a mound by the time the Dodgers broke camp, but the team is building him up very slowly, ramping him up like they are with Snell, so he ought to be back sometime in late May. Bobby Miller. We got to use that guy too. He's great. All right. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff real fast. This is fun. I don't know if you saw this on the Dodger website. Just today I saw it. Tom Candiotti. Remember the old knuckleball guy? Okay, he's featured in an article on the Dodger website about how 30 years ago this season, and some of you older guys may remember this, 30 years ago in the mid-90s, we had what they call an international rotation of starting pitching. We had Estacio, Martinez, Nomo, Park, Candiotti, and Valdez. And they were saying the neat thing about it were they were guys from the Dominican, Japan, Korea, Mexico, and the U.S. But the cooler thing is halfway down the page, there's a piece of the MLB show, Carded. Have you guys ever seen that? It's about baseball cards like we show here. Carded is a fun show. Well, in that clip, they feature Tom Candiotti rating some of his own baseball cards from worst to first. He has like 5 cards he shows, and he tells why he likes or doesn't like them, and it's pretty cool. In fact, it's very cool. So I'll put the link up on this page after the show is posted, all right? Okay. Anyway, the article is fun, too, if you read it. Brings back a lot of cool memories from the 90s with all the international starting rotation. All right. Elsewhere in the news, quick drink here. I got my gin and tonic. No, just kidding. Just water. Clayton Kershaw has announced this week that in addition to his part-time gig with NBC, by the way, did you guys like the way Kershaw was on NBC this week? He did all right. Not bad for a rookie. Well, he's going to be featured again sometime in August on NBC, but he's also going to take a front office position with the Dodgers as like an assistant to the president or something. Big surprise there, right? They haven't identified what exactly he's going to be doing, but they'll figure it out. And Kershaw will be around the baseball, and he'll be around the Dodgers, and that's what counts, right? Yeah. Okay, it's time to do some shout-outs. We got a ton of them today as we open the season with a three game room job. That was unbelievable. The series is just, we blew out we were losing every game, and we came back against the D-backs. That's not surprising, though. All right, today we have these people. Some are newbies, some are old timers. Let's see who we got. Today we have Matt W. and his beautiful wife Norma, Chris C, Kathy E, Lynn T, Scott L, David C, David K, Wilfredo P, Jim T, Bobby K, like I mentioned earlier, Allison B, PM, Billy W, Brenda D, Blanca O, Mario M, Angela C, Jack B, Daniel C, Roger Yee, and you and me, and Fox Jabri, who is also Fox Cali because he is El Zorro. Wait a minute. Also, my buddy Big Jack from the Vipers, who not only hit 1 but 2 home runs in our last game, and he also hit one of them as high as or higher than the light tower over center field in our park. Way to go, Big Jack, and everybody else. So thank you for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Thanks for everybody, all the newbies. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube and following us here on Facebook. Tell all your Dodger-loving friends we are right here talking Dodgers all the time. And somebody asked me today, how long you been a Dodger fan? I said longer than the phrase Dodger Blue has been around when Fred Clare invented it. And that's true. Been a fan since 1959. Don't tell anybody. Anyway, tell your Dodger-loving friends this is where we're talking Dodgers all the time. Welcome aboard once again to all the newbies. And if you got any fan mail, you can toss it in here in the Facebook page, or you can toss it in the YouTube pages now, because I think the comments are still open on the 2 new shows. And you can also write letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. How am I doing on time, Bobby K? Doing all right? Okay. This date in Dodger history, March 29th, 2008. Anybody remember this? I was there. I should have brought my ticket to show you. The Dodgers on this day lost to the Red Sox, but it's okay. It was an exhibition game. It was in front of 115,300 fans at the LA Coliseum in an exhibition game celebrating the club's 50th anniversary of their move west from Brooklyn. The crowd was the largest ever to watch a baseball game at the time, surpassing the previous record of approximately 114,000 who attended an exhibition between the Australian national and the American services team during the 1956 Olympics in Melbourne. During that game, though on this date, in 08, Manny Ramirez of the Red Sox joked about becoming a Dodger, and later that year, he became one. In fact, let's hear the home run he hit as a Dodger, his first go-round on August 2nd, 2008. Are you ready? Here's Manny hitting a home run.
Petit looks at third, comes to the plate. Fastball is lifted to left center and deep. Back goes Young, way back. Manny's being Manny, and the Dodgers lead 2-0.
Yeah. And if you remember, they started calling left field Mannywood. Remember that? That was cool. Anyway, and we had the little song we used to play about him too. It's not really Mannywood. Boo. Okay, get rid of it. Cut. Al Jolson singing Mammy. No, Manny. We used to play that for Manny. All right. Stats of the day: the Dodgers outscored the D-backs 16-8 during this first series of 2026. That's pretty cool. Also, I mentioned last time the StatCast Challenge Board. We're going to be looking into that. It's a little early now, but we're going to do it. A new set of stats, boatloads of stats on this page. You could freak out looking at it. Automated balls and strikes. The challenge system. This will be online, featuring all the stats regarding the ABS challenges. We're going to look at these from time to time. Not all the time, because there's way too many stats to mess with. I mean, your mind will scramble when you see all of them. But I'll mention some of them the next time we get a chance. Also, the biggest stat of the day, as we've been following for the last, 4 or 5 years now, Jack in the Box does their Jumbo Jack watch, and they're doing it again. I said they're doing it again. 7 Ks by our staff gets you 1 free Jumbo Jack at Jack's the next day, and the team is already off to a great start. So far this season, the team has done it 3 times out of 3 games. That's 100%. I'm sure we'll be up there as we did last year. If you recall, the team ended the regular season with the pitching staff turning in the trick of 7 or more Ks 131 times in 162 games. That was an 80% clip. And I think if they do that, that means 80% of the games, you can walk into your nearest Jack in the Box the next day, get a free Jumbo Jack with a large drink. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Jack, and thank you, Jack in the Box, for providing us all the free eats. Once again. All right. Quick hit trivia. We mentioned him earlier today. What was the greatest amount of wins and what was his best ERA when Tom Candiotti was pitching for the Dodgers back in 92 to 97? And we'll answer that question in just a second. But we mentioned him earlier because we were talking about the clip that's on the website for the Dodgers. What was the greatest amount of wins he had with the team and what was his best ERA while he was playing with the Dodgers? We'll answer it in a few minutes. All right, so many people keep asking about the secret stuff. I'm just going to mention them real fast. We'll go over them again in detail next time. Don't forget about tvpass.org. Great way to watch the Dodgers. And it's free for the first couple days. And you keep cleaning off your cookies and go back. Or you can pay $15 a month or $100 a year. Also, there's theTVApp.to, https://theTVApp.to. That's another good one. And the other one is the overseas betting site, MLB24ALL.ir. And another one is the MLB Streams, which is MLBwebcast.com, and they're broadcasting right now again, I think. We'll have to check them out. I haven't looked at them yet this year. We'll have to do it. And then the 5th way is BLS, Blue Live Stream. It's under BLS and Facebook. You have to know somebody to be in it. So hit me up if you need it, all right? Okay, they show every game there. Thanks to all. Big shout out to all the people at BLS. Let's get you out of the ballpark for the second series of the year with the Dodgers. Starts tomorrow, Monday. It's going to be Roki Sasaki against Messick as the Guardians come to town. It's a 7-10er on Sportsnet LA and MLB Network out of market. Also, Tuesday, 3:31, is going to be Ohtani against TBD. They haven't told us who their pitcher is going to be on Tuesday for the Guardians. So Cleveland's in town. Both of those games, Monday and Tuesday, at 7:10. Cheryl alert. Monday and Tuesday at 7:10, both on MLB Network and Sportsnet LA. And Wednesday, Yamamoto against Williams. That's a 5:20 game. 5:20 game on Wednesday. All games in this series being shown over MLB Network in different markets, not here, and Sportsnet LA here in Los Angeles. Everybody got that? Okay. Quick hit trivia answers. We move on real quickly. We mentioned earlier, what was the greatest amount of wins that Tom Candiotti had as a Dodger? And what was his best ERA that he had? Well, they both happened in the same year. He started with us in 92 and went till 97. His high was 11 wins that year in 92 for the Blue in 92. And his best ERA for the Dodgers was also in 1992, 3.0. Way to go, Tom Candiotti. Still a good guy. I believe he's still announcing for, is it the Diamondbacks? I can't remember. Is it the Rockies? One of those teams. He's still announcing. He's out there. So look for Tom Candiotti. Okay, other cool stuff. Don't forget, I tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content on our Facebook page here. I'm going to leave you that clip with Tom Candiotti. You have to scroll down halfway down the page. I'm going to leave you with the article that talks about the international starting rotation we had 30 years ago. Great article, too. You'll love it. But the Tom Candiotti clip that's killer. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to talk to you again soon. You can write to me at LetsTalkDodgers@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching us all here. And thank you all for being out there. Tell your Dodger loving friends this is where we are on Facebook and YouTube. And we'll see you next time here on Let's Talk Dodgers. And along with that ticket, I'm going to show you some, along with that ticket, I'll show you what the real tickets kind of look like. Let's see, remember we showed you that? Well, let's see. No, we don't want to hear Manny again. See you next time on Let's Talk Dodgers. Cut. All right, there's that ticket. Look at this. That's what they kind of look like. 59. World Series. Love it. Go Blue. Beat the Guardians. See you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.